Hello dear students, today we are starting the 11th class mathematics according to the new curriculum of Punjab boards. The content of the table of content of the first year or 11th class is first chapter we have complex numbers, second chapter we have functions and graphs, third chapter we have theory of quadratic functions, fourth one is metric and determinants, fifth one is partial fractions, chapter 6 is sequence and series, chapter 7 we have chapter 7 we have permutations and combinations. Then chapter 8 we have mathematical induction and binomial theorem. Chapter 9 we have division of polynomials. Chapter 10 we have trigonometric identities. Chapter 11 we have trigonometric functions and their graphs, and chapter 12 we have limits and continuity, and chapter 13 we have differentiation, and chapter 14 we have vectors in space. So we move towards the first chapter, that is complex numbers. So here is given introduction of complex numbers. So now we move on the first topic of this chapter. First of all, we try to understand the definition of the complex numbers. So the definition of the complex numbers: the numbers of the form a plus iota b, where a b belongs to real numbers, a real line, and iota is equal to minus 1 square root, are called complex numbers. For example, we have 3 plus 4 iota, 2 minus 5 over 7 iota, minus 7 minus 2 iota are the complex numbers, and set of all complex numbers is denoted by C. So now we have a recognition of real and imaginary parts. So the recognition of real and imaginary parts is like this. Let us start with the considering the following equation. For example, we have x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Then x square is equal to minus 1, and then we move a square to the other side, it will become square root. So x is equal to plus minus 1 square root. So minus 1 square root does not belongs to the set of real numbers. So therefore we can for convenience called it imaginary number and denoted by iota. Read it as iota. So this is the recognition of real and imaginary parts. So now we move towards the next topic, that is a conjugate of complex numbers. So the conjugate of complex numbers, first of all we have we have z is equal to a plus b iota. Be a complex number, then a minus iota b is called the complex conjugate. In the conjugate we just change the sign with the imaginary part of the equation. So a plus iota b, so it is denoted by z. Then 5 minus 4 iota is a complex conjugate of 5 plus 4 iota, and minus 2 minus 3 is a complex conjugate of minus 2 plus 3 iota. For example, we can say that we have minus 2 plus 3 iota. So the conjugate of this one, conjugate of this one is minus 2, and we just change the sign of the imaginary part, so it will become minus 2 minus 3 iota. So this is the example of the conjugate of complex numbers. So okay, so now we move towards the next topic, that is operations on complex numbers. With a view of develop algebra of complex numbers, we state a few definitions. The symbols a, b, c, d, k where are represent real numbers. So addition, first of all, the addition is a plus iota b plus c plus iota d is equal to a plus c plus iota into bd. So this is basically formula, and k into a plus iota b is equal to k a plus iota k b. If we move on the third one, the subtraction a plus iota b minus c plus iota d is always equal to a plus iota b plus into minus into c plus iota d. If we talk about, then we can simplify this one, a plus iota b plus into minus c minus iota d, then a minus c plus iota into b minus d. So we can simplify this one. Then the fourth one is multiplication, a plus iota b multiplied by c plus iota d. It is always equal to ac plus iota ad plus ibc plus iota square bd. So then we can simplify it, so it will become ac minus bd plus iota into ad plus bc. So this is the operations on the complex numbers. So now we move towards the next topic, that is complex numbers as ordered pair of real numbers. So the complex numbers as order pair of real numbers, we can define complex numbers by using order pairs. So let C be a set of ordered pair belonging to R cross R, which are subject to the following properties. So the first property, AB is equal to CD, then A is equal to C and B is equal to D. If we talk about the second one, that is AB plus CD can also be equal to A plus C and B plus D. Third one, AB multiplied by CD is equal to AC minus BD and AD plus BC. So this is the third property. The fourth one is, if K is any real number, then K into AB is equal to KA KB. Then C called the set of complex numbers. It is easy to see that AB minus CD is equal to A minus C B minus D. So the properties 1, 2 and 3 respectively define equally sum and product of two complex numbers. Property 4 defines the product of a real number and complex number. Okay, so I hope you understand it. Now we move towards the first example. So the first example we have, find the sum difference and product of complex numbers 8, 9 and 5, 6. So the sum of these numbers we can say sum sum is equal to 8 plus 5 and 9 minus 6. So So then 8 plus 5 is 13 and 9 minus 6 is 3. So it is sum of the two numbers. So now we find the difference. So the difference between these numbers, 8 minus 5, we are subtracting 5 from 8 and 6 from 9. Okay, 8 minus 5 and 9 minus into minus 6. Then we have 8 minus 5 is 3 and 9 plus 6 minus plus, then we have 3 and 9 plus 6 is 15. So this is the difference. So now we find the product. So product we can find here. Product of these numbers is 8 multiplied by 5, and then we 8 multiplied by 5 and 9 multiplied by minus 6. Then we have 8 multiplied by so then we have 40 plus 54 minus 48 plus 45. So then it will be equal to 94 and minus 3. So this is our answer. So now we move towards the second topic. So the second next topic we have properties of the fundamental operations on complex numbers. So here we have the first property, the additive identity, that is C is 0 0. The second one, every complex number AB has additive inverse minus A minus B. So AB plus minus A minus B is always equal to 0 0. The third one is the multiplicative identity is 1 and 0. So AB multiplied by 1 0 is A multiplied by 1, B multiplied by 0, then B multiplied by 1, A multiplied by 0, so it is equal to AB. The fourth one, every non-zero complex number not equal to 0 0, so has multiplicative inverse. So multiplicative inverse of AB is A into A over A square plus B square minus B over A square plus B square. So AB into A over A square plus B square minus B over A square plus B square. So then 1 minus 0, the identity element. Then the fifth property we have AB into CD plus minus EF, then AB CD plus minus AB and EF. So this is the fifth property. So now we move towards example 2. In example 2, Z1 is equal to 4 and 2 and Z2 is equal to 3 minus 1. Then we have to find z1 over z2. So z1 we have 4 and 2, and z2 we have 3 and 1. Okay, then we have to find z1 over z2. So that is equal to 4 2 and 3 minus 1. So it can be written as 4 plus 2 iota over 3 minus iota. Now we multiply numerator and denominator by the complex conjugate of z2, that is 3 minus iota. So here we multiplied, we have 4 plus 2 iota over 3 minus iota. So the conjugate of 3 minus iota is 3 plus iota and 3 plus iota. Then it is we multiply these numbers by each other. So we can start from here. So then we have 4 multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by iota plus 2 iota multiplied by 3 plus 2 iota multiplied by iota. In the bottom we have 3 square minus iota square. Then we can simplify it. So when we multiply 4 by 3, it will become 12 plus 4 iota is equal to 4 iota. Then we have 6 iota, and then we have 2 plus 2 iota square over 9 minus iota square. So now we move on to the next topic. So the other part I am writing here on this side. It will be 12 iota square basically is equal to 1. So we write it here 12 plus 10 iota minus 2, because iota square is equal to 1. So 9 minus into minus 1. So then next step we have 10 plus iota, 10 iota over 10. Then we take 10 as a common, so here we have 1 plus iota over 10. So it is equal to 10 cancelled by 10, and we have 1 plus iota. That is the answer, z1 over z2. So that is our answer. So I hope you guys understand it. So if you have any question about this example, so you can ask to me in the comment box. So now we move towards the next topic, that we have Argand diagram. So the Argand diagram is given here. So we have two coordinate, x-axis and y-axis. So in both coordinates we have given a, b, c and d. Okay, and this is our x-axis and this is y-axis. These are the positive sides, positive sides and these are the negative sides of x and y. Okay, dear students, now we move. So what is modulus of the complex number? So the modulus of the complex number is the real number x square plus y square root is called the modulus of the complex number x plus iota y, and it is denoted by x plus iota y mod. Okay, so the diagram of the modulus of the complex number is given here. So now we move towards example 3. So in example 3 we have, if we have z is equal to 1 plus 2 iota square over 2 minus iota, then evaluate z bar mod. Okay, so here we can say that we have z is equal to 1 plus 2 iota square over 2 minus iota. It is equal to 1 because when we multiplied because it is a square, so we multiplied with itself 2 times, so it will become 1 plus 4 iota plus 4 iota square 2 minus iota. Then after this we multiplied by the conjugate of 2 minus iota, so when we simplify it, it will become minus 3 plus 4 iota over 2 minus iota multiplied by 2 plus iota over 2 plus iota. Then we have minus 6 minus 3 iota plus 8 iota plus 4 iota square over 2 square minus iota square. So then when we simplify it, it will become minus 6 plus 5 iota minus 4 over 4 in minus into minus 1. Then we further simplify it, it will become minus 10 plus 5 iota over 5. After this we take 5 as a common. So here we have minus 2 plus iota over 5, so 5 cancelled by 5, then we have minus 2 plus iota. So here z, so then z we have minus 2 plus iota. Then taking the conjugate, so the conjugate of this one is z bar is equal to minus 2 plus iota. So when we take conjugate of this one, it will become minus 2 minus iota minus 2 minus iota then we have after this we take a square or mod on both sides, so it will become z mod is equal to minus 2 square plus minus 1 square, it will be equal to 4 plus 1 square root, and that is equal to 5 iota square. So z mod we have z mod we have 5 square root. So that is the answer of our question. So I hope you guys understand it, the example theory. So in the next lecture we start exercise 1.1 of this chapter. So if you guys have any kind of questions about these examples, so you can ask to me here in the comment box. I will try to give the answer of your questions. And thank you very much for taking class.